While Dave was playing good games, I've been playing the new One Piece game, One Piece Odyssey. Don't get mad. All right? And it was all right. If you're interested, Bandai Namco, I'm taking out the computer for this bad boy. Bandai Namco decided to stop making crappy arena fighter games for One Piece because all their arena fighters suck. So what we got here is, I guess, a twist on the IP. This is a Dragon Quest clone, where it's an actual full-fledged turn-based RPG, where the plot follows Monkey D. Luffy and his friends after, I'm pretty sure, after Whole Cake Island. No spoilerinos. Well, you know what? Yes, spoilerinos. Sorry. For One Piece, you've had 20 years to read it. So,
but I haven't read it.
Stop.
And I haven't watched it.
Stop. Go read it. Don't watch it. Read it.
Okay.
So after Whole Cake Island, so they don't have the 9th Straw Hat Jinbei for some reason. They accidentally find themselves on this new island called Waford, and they meet a Skypiea fellow named Audio and a standoffish woman who can erase your powers and turn them into cubes called Lim. And Lim does exactly that. You go to the island, you lose all your powers, and you have to go collect all the cubes. How do you collect the cubes? You have to go back in through your memories. So, you do, I guess, a fun twist on a time travel. So you go back to see all the fun arcs. The game's pretty fun. It looks really good. It's fully voice acted with the Japanese cast, not the Funimation cast, because the Funimation cast is not that great. And the game steals Dragon Quest's turn-based combat, but it kind of puts a little twist. So you play as 4 Straw Hats, and there's 4 different individual quadrants. Enemies and yours spawned randomly. So essentially you can swap places and attack certain groups. Some Straw Hat members are better at fighting some other enemies, which you can switch between. There's not really a class system. There's a character difference. So Nami uses weather. Usopp uses a slingshot. Luffy destroys everything, much like the show. So that's fun and all. But I do have a little bit of an issue, and it's a lot like the other time Namco Bandai took an arena fighter Shonen Jump IP and turned it into an RPG, with Dragon Ball Kakarot, where they blew all the money on like the first 2 arcs, and then they ran out of money. So Alabasta is like a 3 to 10 hour long experience. But then there's the arc Marineford. That's 40 minutes. And it's an arc where Whitebeard and his crew fight the world government. And they only modeled 3 admirals of the world government, and they didn't even model Whitebeard. So you just kind of show up in the middle of a war and just fight 3 admirals, and it's over. Marineford, one of the most important arcs of One Piece, they just like, okay, this is like 40 minutes, not even. The other ones, they're like an hour long. It's really weird. So if you want to see all your favorite characters, there's a good chance you won't see 90% of them. And they kind of just make up the story, like they redo the plot so they can not write characters into the plot. Again, like they just say, they have a still image of Whitebeard and said, Marineford is the guy who started the war. And then just, ding, you're in the war. Very weird. And along with that, there's so many JRPG tropes, like running back and forth to fill time, locking fast travel so that you have to painfully walk back through giant areas, a plot twist you can see a million miles away. But it's still kind of like fun if you just want to play a mindless Dragon Quest clone where you don't have to think too much and you just want to see Monkey D. Luffy punch someone really hard. It's kind of fun. As a One Piece experience as a whole, it's kind of mid, but like as a game, it's fun, it's simple. I enjoyed it. Probably get it when it's on sale. I'm thinking that it's a nice 6 out of 10 if there's no RPGs around and you just want to play like a, brain dead JRPG. I think it's fine. It's fun.